Welcome to the 11th episode of the series about English irregular verbs. This time I'm presenting the 11th list of the irregular verbs, and it's the group in which the past simple form and the past participle form are the same, and these forms end in the letter T. Enjoy! Now you will hear 5 examples of irregular verbs listed in the following order. First, the infinitive, so the basic form of the verb. 2, the past simple form. And 3, past participle form. Examples. The first one, light, lit, lit. Examples in sentences. Past simple example, I lit a fire last night. Past participle example, candles were lit in the church. Now, my dear student, think about your own examples of sentences meaningful for you, one in past simple and one in present perfect. You can write them down and say them aloud. Remember, meaningful content is powerful, because you will remember better things you like, you're interested in and passionate about. And now your examples. The verb is light, lit, lit. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. Past participle example. Verb number 2, which is sit. It goes like that. Sit, sat, sat. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. She sat on the floor and screamed. Past participle example. The letter has sat on the table for weeks. And now think about your own examples of sentences, as usual, meaningful for you. One in past simple and one in present perfect, my dear student. Now your examples. Sit, sat, sat. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. And past participle example. Now the verb number 3, which is keep. It goes like that. Keep, kept, kept. Examples in sentences. Past simple example, I kept the promise. Past participle example, I've kept a record of how much I spent for years. Now, as usual, think about your own examples of sentences meaningful for you, one in past simple and one in present perfect. Your examples. The verb is keep, kept, kept. Examples in sentences. Past simple example and past participle example. The verb number 4, which is sleep. It goes like sleep, slept, slept. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. I only slept for a couple of minutes last night. And past participle example. He's never slept in the tent. Now, my dear student, think about your own examples of sentences, and as usual, it should be one in past simple, one in present perfect, of course, both forms meaningful for you. Your examples. The verb is sleep, slept, slept. Examples in sentences. Past simple example and past participle example. The verb number 5, which is bring, it goes like bring, brought, brought. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. They brought me some delicious food last Sunday. Past participle example. That issue has been brought to him many times. Now your own examples, my dear student, meaningful for you, one in past simple and one in present perfect. Your examples, the verb is bring, brought, brought. Examples in sentences, past simple example, and past participle example. To sum up, as usual, my dear student, some good advice from me. Keep repeating these verbs 2, 3 or even 4 times a day. Follow that rule for 2 weeks and you will see the progress. I can guarantee you that. And remember, success is 90% of work and just a bit of a talent. See you soon, Marta.